Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
out of the gun, Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Harris on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So we've come to halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. On the return, Deontay Harris. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 56 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on.
The Saints will line up for
go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Trubisky. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And his throw is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
47. Check, 47.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space.
Now Trubisky lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Trubisky on the key.
Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Brought down at the 35.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. A strong running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 53 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 10 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Trubisky.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. 3rd down here.
Junior brings up 3rd down, and
now Trubisky to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Kamara, the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Alvin Kamara on the handoff.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd. 5. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offense. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Alex Anzalone able to run it down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard gain on
now Breeze on 3rd down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low.